ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is me, Dukect, and man, what a show I got planned for you people here live on the Dukect Lounge here on TalkShoe.com. And if you're not listening to me live, how dare you? You can always listen to me on YouTube, ScrewAttack.com, Zipcast, Zipcast, Freaking Awesome Network, and anywhere else I can spread this greatness around. Um, okay, let's get this thing right out of the bat. Um, Sitting around watching TNA Impact. I just turned it on, looking at the screen. I'll probably catch the replay. I would catch replay. I could just look at, because we have Eric Young beating up Kurt Angle. Um, Even though Kurt seriously is just walking wounded at this point. I don't know, but he's getting checked out by, I think, the TNA physician, which at this point, with this time to come, will probably be a guy who failed veterinary school. But anyway, he's getting checked out by him. Moving on. Yeah, seriously. Look at this. He's fine. Yeah, he's fine, man. He seriously, yeah, Kurt's fine. He's held together with bubble gum, duct tape, and chewing gum wrapper. That's how fine he is. All right, anyway, back to this. Back from the silly, but now we get to the serious stuff. TMZ.com is reporting, and I know some people don't like about TMZ, but you know what? I don't care. We have a big this one. We have this, and I honestly would not be surprised by this as more as this coming, since the NFL just recently, the NFL, the NFL have this whole problem with the concussions and the brain damage, where they recently tried to pay out the $725 million to these players and all this stuff, but I think it was thrown out because it wouldn't be enough for the players. I have no idea if this is okay. But honestly, anyway, we had to, just watching Impact, you have Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards giving up the tag team titles because of the injury of Eddie Edwards. But anyway, back to this main serious point. It's this stuff is not surprising because again, we had the NFL. You can have the NHL. It's going to get into most of the physical sports have this, and now you're going to have more people who are more people are coming out of brain damage, including guys. I think you know. Luther Reigns, Ryan Saska, Big Russ McCullough. I loved the article written by the staff of TMZ. No original name. That's nice. It says obliviously stage name. No, you think? But anyway, the suit basically claims that there are claims WWE under the guise of providing entertainment has for decades subjected its wrestlers to extreme physical brutality, which is honestly 100% true. It is 100% true that the WWE has done this, and in fact, the WWE, yeah, exactly, right here. It is from 2011. Paul Burchill. The link will be in the description. It's by Peter Gabriel. He says right here in his quotes on his WWE debut, almost being a disaster. He says, I went out there and there's a freaking rope hanging from the ceiling. So I swung down, went to the ring, climbed up the top rope, and stood on the top rope. As I stepped off, I landed on a knee and it felt like it imploded. It was right in front of Vince, and the first thing he said was, "Are you okay?" I said, he said, let me start this. It was right in front of Vince, and the first thing he said was, "Are you okay?" I said, this is Paul Burchill. Paul Burchill said, "I think I blew my knee out." Burchill said. So he said, "You might want to get that checked." All that day I got injections. It was just about getting through the match. I was told you could get your knee fixed, but I can't guarantee there's going to be a spot for you when you come back. Yeah, they look after their talent. Yeah, when stories like this happen, and more of that is exposed like this, I'm not really surprised. It's not. Um, it's not going to. It's not surprising when you have this stuff happen, and when you have that type of attitude. This is recent. This is only, I think, a couple years ago. In fact, it was when Paul Burchill went his pirate gimmick. I think it was around 2005, 2006. Uh, remember all that stuff way back, back in 2006. He had that pirate gimmick. This stuff right here is the reason, when this lawsuit came to be. It's not only that, but also we're going back to the TMZ article. Says the suit knows wrestling is restricted, but nonetheless unrelentingly brutal. Claiming the WWE is in the business of selling violence, which I can't disagree with there, because at the end of the day they might have any bullying into that, but their show is violence, hitting someone, punching, choreographed or what have you, is violence. So yeah. Um, he said, and it's funny because the document said in mentions the 2014 Rumble where Brock Lesnar versus Big Show happened. I wouldn't call it a match; it was just a brutal series of chair shots, and chair shots. And they're pointing that to, which I don't think they should point that out, because Big Show took some time off, got himself recovered. If they really want to do something and show something, maybe something in the past or something. I know what they're trying to do. I think the reason why they would take something as a recent thing is because they'll just show, because they could easily just say, "Oh, that was the old way. Now we're doing better." If they were going to do this in 2014, I get the feeling that if it was, I think the reason why they put that thing out there was because it's a modern thing. They say, "See, even the supposed stuff stuff there, they still do these things that don't really these attacks, these chair attacks that won't that will hurt all these type of goods." Oh, by the way, yeah. Anyway, you see, also they're talking about the the lawsuit goes into saying that Lisa quote unquote heat, hiding his various props, including chairs, ladders, and tables, and singles out moves, including the Brainbuster, Bulldog, Cobra Cut Slam, Facebreaker, Jawbreaker, and Power Slam. And singles out chair shots ahead, which banned to 2010. The suit claims the WWE coerces wrestlers to work while injured by, among other methods, threatening to restrict their position within the organization if they refuse. If it says they are universally encouraged wrestler through the pain, which again does correlate with the article I just had with at WrestlingInc.com about the opening stuff with by Pete Gabriel, basically on an interview with FinalBellRadio.com. Like I said, the link will be in the description. I will make links in the description and see this, because this is a very interesting type of story, what have you. This is something you need to really talk about. The lawsuit also claims about Chris Benoit, who was routinely hit in the head with a chair, which is true. He was routinely hit chair, the headbutts, which I always worry about when Daniel Bryan does them. I'm like, why the hell is he not doing it? Just someone stop him from that, because I don't want to see anything like that, because I'm worried about that. Because when you have a doctor can say that his Benoit's brain was so damaged from concussions, it resembled a brain from an 85-year-old Alzheimer's patient, there's something wrong. And say, "Oh, well, he was on steroids." So, well, here's the thing, boys and girls. The WWE tested him, and I need to look at this. I need to find this out before I say it, because I know I said this is true about this, but let's see. Chris. Let's see. Um, let's see what else. Um, Supposedly, let's see. Let's see. Looking at the Wikipedia thing, and let's see his toxicology reports, that there were 3 different drugs no, no. The um, it says supposedly his elevated testosterone, what have you, elevated testosterone, was found, but nothing with steroids and such. Which some people say there was, but not. But taking this, I validated, make sure there wasn't. But my point was originally saying, oh yeah, the WWE who supposedly made sure he was clean, but he wasn't really clean when he was, took his piss test. But it seems like he was. Um, this live TV, I should live radio. But going back to my point is what Chris Benoit's brain and concussions that came with not only for the WWE but also his stuff in WCW and also his stuff from ECW and time ECW his stuff in Japan, including his stuff with WWE. But the WWE didn't hurt him that much. Um, it's just I'm hopeful that I'm hopeful that if this lawsuit doesn't cause change, I want there to be real change because this is something the WWE has been. I mean, I mean, it's. I want real change for the WWE to do this. I want real positive change because if it's not going to happen with the WWE, you know, these type of things. Because honestly, if this goes away, we're going to go back to that. People say, "Oh, it's great. We can go back to the hardcore days," which I don't want to go back to those days. I don't want to go back to chair shots, bloody bottles, and everything else. I don't want that. In fact, the WWE seems to be really hypocritical to say that they're for head safety and everything else, but yet when you have these pay-per-views with Extreme Rules, you have Extreme Rule pay-per-views, you have Hell in a Cell, you have TLC. If they really cared, they would cancel these events and actually say, start having regular matches and then eventually build up to these things. Like once in a blue moon, not every other pay per view or every other thing to be hardcore ladder matches and everything else. Not as bad as say total nonstop action because Lord knows they use those gimmicks to the ground, but to me it's a little bit hypocritical for a company saying they really care about head injuries and injuries in general but yeah, have a pay per view called Extreme Rules. Our table ladders and chairs are now caves with table ladder chairs and stairs. Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion. Anyway, with all that being said, I'm hopeful that the WWE really, really starts to um, um, really starts to clean up this act, and I think, and I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that this lawsuit. I don't know if they're going to actually win. I don't know, but if they do, I really, really hope that it leads to some real positive changes. And maybe one day the WWE might get into that thick skulls that they don't need to travel over 365 days a year or something. Maybe they might put off like a month off or something. Maybe a month or 2 months off to the guys who work in the for guys not only for wrestlers but also for the writers so they can recharge their batteries, which I've been saying on YouTube when it's like when I first started making videos and such. You want to go back to that old chestnut, you know, have their stuff start meaningful, making things, and then when they have their time off, they can come back, shake the rust off, have them feeling better about themselves, have them being born and refreshed. That is the good thing. That is the positive thing. So anyway, that's all I thoughts about that. Anyway, we're gonna break out to a somewhat joyous occasion. We're gonna be talking about Daredevil. Yes, Marvel's Daredevil just premiered tonight. Last night, I watched almost all the episodes. I'm at episode 10 at this moment, and wow, let me tell you, I'm not gonna give any spoilers away, but I'll get to my non-spoiler thoughts after this little song. And the song I'm going to be playing is from some more OC remix. Let me get some new stuff here. I'll play a song that let's see. Um, something that's a little bit upbeat, something nice, something that's it's good or something like that, something that's a little bit high energy. Let's play a little bit of, you know, you haven't played this in a while. How about we play a little bit of "Wings to the Sky" by from the Portrait of Plumber album from OC Remix by H.A. Hawk. If I'm pronouncing his name right, I apologize. No, not like if I'm pronouncing his name right. There we go. Yeah, if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, I apologize. Anyway, I hope I got it right. Um, anyway, let's get into the song "Wings to the Sky." Powerful Mario. I Halleck. And hopefully you guys like the song. We'll be right back here live here on the Dixie T Lounge. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back live here on the Dixie T Lounge. Thank you for joining us here on TalkShoe.com and my YouTube page. If you're not listening live, how dare you? Listening on my YouTube, like YouTube Dixie Lounge. Also, you could listen to me on Freaking Awesome Network. Freaking Awesome Network forums, but freakingawesomenetwork.com, zipcast.com, zipcast.com, storytech.com, and everyone else I can try to fit this thing into. Okay, let's get this out of the way. My goodness. Daredevil. Holy crap. Daredevil. Daredevil, 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 Daredevil. This was probably one of the best. Looks like there's another tag team in the win. Oh, by the way, I'm watching in TNA Impact and look at. Whoa, we have Mr. Anderson. Dum. And I don't care. But moving on. Daredevil. Holy crap! What a show. I mean, I'm about to go on my bum voice, I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest TV show I've ever seen in my life. It's this guy who's blind, but not really blind, but yet he's blind. No, I'm sorry. Maybe I would do a bum review. If you want me to, leave a comment. I will do it. I mean, heck, I saw Riley C do one, and you know, Cartoon Hero. I think Eli Stone. That's his name, right? Cartoon Hero do one. I'll do it. I will do it if you want me to. I will do a bum review if you guys want me to do. Leave some in the comments. But anyway, Daredevil, the TV series Netflix. My goodness, it hits every note on this. I'm on episode 10 right now. I'm almost like I had to do the show. Wow, it's great. I mean, it's just amazing. Charlie Cox does a great job as Daredevil. Jason Tattoo knocks it out of the park of that's Wilson Fisk. You just really the twists and turns of this series. I just can't wait to see more of this. More. I can't wait to see more of this series. It just seems to be ready to do more. I just, the series has gone. It reminds me of Arrow, and even though people hate Arrow or what have you, I really Arrow. I mean, for the most part, I get that vibe, and I really am vibe. But yet they did a little bit better. I mean, it's he's not saying he's a hero. He's rusty. He makes mistakes. You see that. I mean, you don't really saw. I mean, you see him in the first couple episodes. Daredevil doesn't really. He gets his butt kicked. Yeah, he gets his butt kicked. And everything else. And I don't want to spoil anything, but my goodness, the way everything handles, everything just looks and falls into place. And I'm really hopeful there's going to be more. I really, 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 really hope there's going to be a second season. There needs to be a second season of this because honestly, this show works. And I think this is actually probably one of the best things in a television series that really hits home. Marvel, to me, this is right up there. To me, I mean, it's not. It beats down both Agent Carter and Agents of Shield. It does. Shield is good, but this knocks it out of the park. This is right up there with me with the Flash, Arrow, all this type of stuff. It really hits it really good. But more, I mean, I'm now all into the Netflix. I mean, the people behind Daredevil really should take a applaud. It's great. The action is very well done. It's gritty, bloody. It fits into what the Daredevil mythos. Um, the black suit works for what it is. And honestly, like I said, Charlie Cox does a very good job with his character. Everyone else works their job too. The people who play Foggy Nelson and Karen Page, they do a pretty good job. You have, again, a very well cast crew that takes the material very seriously, and um, goodness, the X Factor Bobby Roode. Oh, snap! The Dirty Hills reform! Yay! Maybe they could get that Bobby who could get some personality back. Oh, that'd be fun. But anyway, let's see. Moving on. This, I really am, I'm really am, excited for the show, and I'm almost done with it. I'm gonna probably finish it up tonight, and I just feel that this show deserves to get more love. I feel like the show should get more love than it actually should get. It's very, very, very just very well done, and I really just can't get enough of it. I highly recommend it, and nothing else to say. Marvel, and honestly, I'm going to say this again. It fits in the Marvel universe, but yet, honestly, it fits on it's like its own world. It didn't need anything else. That's how good it is. It feels like it fits just perfectly in the whole. Um, you know, it fits in with everything else, and I can't wait to see more. And I'm all bored with Marvel and all this stuff. I can't wait to see more. Anyway, that's it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's really interesting stuff. Here's hoping that next week will be a lot more media. I'll go a whole hour. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm gonna go back watching Daredevil. Yeah, I'm gonna finish watching that, and you know, then do some homework, and I'll be done with that. Anyway, this is it. That's Thank you so much for listening and taking part of the podcast. Remember, you can download this off of iTunes, YouTube. Well, I'm finding this on YouTube, but find this on iTunes, YouTube, uh, the YouTube page of Freaking Awesome Network. .com. You can also find this on um, screwtab.com, Zipcast, and wherever. Thank you so much for listening to me, Duke CT, here on the Duke CT Lounge. I really appreciate it. It's Thank you very much. Dukect here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.